Hi, I'm Colin Heck. I am a director on Legend of Korra Book 3 Change. I previously worked on the first two books of Korra as a storyboard revisionist, storyboard supervisor, and then as a director on Book 2 as well.
Hi, my name is Olga Ulanova. I am the assistant director working with Colin Heck on Book 3 of Legend of Korra.
You know how to fly this thing.
Technically speaking, no. But come on, how hard could it be?
The episode Ultimatum, it's Mako and Bolin trying to get out of Ba Sing Se as soon as possible. But because the city is in riot, they're getting their family because they can't leave them behind.
Come on, Mako and I have an airship on the roof.
We can't. Grandma won't go.
One of our storyboard artists, Natasha, did that scene, and she put a lot of detail into the grandmother's acting that wouldn't otherwise be there. Like, I think in the animatic stage, she like animated the shimmering on the eyes when she's like when Bolin's trying to talk to her.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Fine, you leave me no choice. We're rolling out!
Wait. Okay, let's go.
And she insists on getting her portrait of the Earth Queen.
Yeah.
So, because that's what makes her house a home, apparently.
This airship is nice. Is it our new home?
No, Grandma.
She's wearing Mako's scarf. Like he gave it to her like earlier on in the book, and she's just still wearing it. That's so cool.
We think Korra found her way back here. Now let's split off into teams and scour the town. Yes, we'll need your help too, Pabu. Now just give me a second while I... Wait. Pabu? Pabu!
The reunion of Bolin and Pabu, which was like the most touching scene in the entire show.
Yes.
The entire show. The
The
whole time.
I'm never gonna let you go again.
It was the first time that Mako and Bolin have seen Lord Zuko, who is famous to them
Just
being...
from stories and from being Lord Zuko.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's Lord Zuko.
PJ did this noise. It was like, ah, ah. And so we had like figured out he should be like trying to touch him, but he can't bring himself to actually touch him.
I can't believe it.
Forgive my brother. We're just really honored to meet you, sir.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Trying to draw Zuko and make him look dignified but also really old was a challenge. Like I kept drawing him like straight up like regal guy. I was like, oh, actually he's like a hunched over like 80-year-old guy.
Yeah.
So like keeping him the right age was a difficult thing for me.
Yeah. Just seeing it in animatic was like a fangirl moment. Because it's like, oh my God, like we have such a cool character from the original show meeting, the main, character from the current show. And it's kind of like, it's the meeting of generations. When it comes to working on the show, but also being fans of the show, like, of course, we're aware that there's a very large fan base out there. And I think what a lot of fans don't realize is that we're working on the show like 2 years before anybody gets to see it. When we're working on episodes, it's kind of like for me, it's almost like a game. It's like, oh, I wonder what they're gonna say about this.
Zahir is headed to the Northern Air Temple as we speak. He said he's gonna wipe out the new Air Nation and everyone in it, unless you turn yourself over to him.
The ultimatum is either Korra comes to Zahir willingly, or he's gonna take out, the entire temple.
Zahir is on his way to the temple. He's coming for the airbenders. You have to get everyone out of there immediately.
When we first see the airship come up, in the window, and Tenzin looks over his shoulder, it's like, oh no. In the script, it's only one line, but seeing it, on screen, with the choice of angles and the tension, it's amazing to me. Every time I look at animatics, I'm like, wow, that was just lines on the page, and now it's still this amazing product.
I will never let you get to Korra.
Unfortunately, you don't have a choice.
Yes, I do.
Book 3 is my favorite of all the books, in part because I got to work on it. That was my first time being a part of the team. But also, we just see so much cool stuff happening on screen.
We just see that water, all the water on the floor getting sucked off the balcony, and then Minghua coming up with 10 arms instead of 2 arms. I thought that was such a cool moment. Eugene did a really good job of staging it. He got the script, he did it that way, and we were like, cool, awesome, let's print it.
When Kaya, Bumi, and Tenzin are defending the air temple, there was a tricky scene when Kaya and Bumi fall off the edge of the cliff. Figuring out the logistics of okay, if she's lighter than him, would she fall slower or, So to make it look realistic.
Tenzin's trying to protect his family and protect his culture, and so he sort of does gives everything that he can and kind of goes down fighting.
As long as I'm breathing, it's not over.